Hello everyone and welcome back to another Baldur's Gate 3 thematic build guide. Today we're going to be covering Senshi from Dungeon Meshi. I thought this would be a very fun build to do, and I didn't feel like doing another Marvel character, so yeah, we'll get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video, and yeah, we'll get into the build. So today's build is another pretty simple one, like the magic one. It's going to be using the Hunter Ranger to get the most out of stacking AC and just, whirlwind attack. It's a melee-based ranger, which I feel like I haven't really built ever. I don't really see people talking about that. And it's also I feel like it's very thematic, you can make good berries. I know Senshi's not big on magic, but not big on magic, but I think you can flavor this in he's literally making berries. I wanted to incorporate Hero's Feast, but that would require taking 11 levels in Druid, and it just didn't really work out. So we have good berries. And bro makes the food. Bro maketh the food. And then I just have, I don't know, other spells here. It does not matter. You're not really casting spells. But the main thing is whirlwind attack. You're just gonna hit people with your hammer. We're gonna use the Orphic hammer. And again, another thing I feel like I never ever use on builds. I think it's just like, oh look, it's the Orphic hammer. I'm gonna go break out Orpheus, and that's it. But it's actually not that bad of a weapon. It is a +3 enchantment warhammer, and you do get advantage on saving throws against spells. Just in general, you should always have advantage, which is really good. As for the rest of the build, we have the Sweris sled board. Now, again, I feel like another thing I don't really use very often. This gives you force conduit, and since we're already like super bulky, I figured, hey, I feel like it makes sense, and it just works super well. Onto the other items, we have a bunch of standard stuff. Helmet of Baldurin, very good late game item. This could be swapped out for other helmets before. Just really anything. I feel like I mainly went with it just to find a helmet that most resembled Senshi's helmet. And I think I did okay. I had to give him horns. I know he has the horns sticking out of his helmet. I thought the best way to do it was to give him horns. And I think it works. I think it works pretty well, not gonna lie. But I'm not super, obviously when you get it, I would use it, but I'm not super attached to it. Like, you don't need it or anything. You could replace it with like literally any other helmet that you find appropriate. Cloak of Protection, another very simple one. Armor class and saving throws, very good. Armor of Agility, this is where we're getting this 27 AC from. It's mainly from this. It just adds your dex, adds your full dexterity modifier to your armor class, and it gives you +2 to saving throws. So we have 20 dex here. The +1 is coming from the gloves because we are a dwarf, so we actually use these. I took one. We started at 17. You take one ability improvement, and then the gloves put you to 20. If you don't want to use like a strength potion for the hammer, I would say you can wear gauntlets of frost giant strength. These would do it, or you could use potions for the hammer. And if you don't want to use a hammer and want to use a finesse weapon, then there's you could use a short sword, whatever you see fit. I just used the hammer because he uses hammer/axe in the show, so I thought it'd be thematic. But I think without it, we have 12 or 10. It's going to be in the description in that for the build on the website. But I would, if you're not going to use a strength potion, I would use a finesse weapon. For the boots, we have Boots of Persistence. These again, I'm not very attached to in any way. Like, you could just wear whatever. Like, I guess up until this point, you could wear the evasive shoes. It'll give you more AC. But I just like these because they look better. They feel more appropriate with the other. Like, it looks better. For the amulet, periaptive wound closure, this is one of the main standouts of this build because you can heal with the helmet, you can heal with good berries and potions, and you combine this with the Whispering Promise, you basically always have bless, which is really good. It's really helpful, especially because you're kind of like an AC tank, so you want to have that D4 to saving throws. This gives you +2 to saving throws. This gives you +1 to saving throws. This gives you advantage against spells on saving throws. Is there anything else that gives you a bonus to saving throws? Ring of Protection and Cloak of Protection give you +1 to saving throws. Yeah, it's going to be very hard to fail a save with this build. And I guess I already kind of covered the Ring of Protection. Very simple. The bow slot is just for a stat stick. I just put the Hellrider bow because +3 initiative. Pretty good. And also, I believe this Fiendish Fire is bugged because in my testing, I was using the Orphic Hammer and it was rolling Fiendish Fire with the Orphic Hammer. So I believe that's a bug, but even if it gets patched eventually, it's not really a big deal. It's Fairy Fire. I guess it's helpful at the end game with the ball stuff, with like Orin and all those goons. But yeah, that is the build. I don't really have much to say about this build. It's very simple, and you're not like a spellcaster like the magic one, like a half spellcaster. I was able to ramble about the magic one for a while, but like I don't really, it's a hunter ranger. Very cool. Let me see if I can cover some cool things about this. I actually had a lot of fun in testing. Oh, Savage Attacker is one of our feats. Did I go over feats? I don't think I did. That's why it felt so quick. We took Ability Improvement for Dex as one of them. We took the Tough feat, and we took Savage Attacker. Savage Attacker is actually really good. You might not think so, because, you only get 2 weapon attacks, but because we're using Whirlwind Attack, and this big radius, every single person in this radius gets the Savage Attacker. So, like, on average, it averages out to, like, a lot more damage. You'll feel not having Savage Attacker, I feel like. So I took Savage Attacker. Tough feat is how we have so much goddamn HP. We have 148 HP. Goddamn. And that's without the Constitution Amulet. I believe the Constitution Amulet would give us less HP. So, less. I don't know if tough in that stack, but I don't know. But I know with just the Con Amulet, it's 135. So, hey, pretty good. Pretty good. Other notable things. We have all these Wasteland Wanderers for resistances, which are pretty good. We have the heavy armor proficiency from Ranger Knight. I don't think any of this is heavy armor, but, if for the early game, you can use that. Multi-attack defense. Pretty good feature. I think you get it at Ranger 7. When an enemy attacks you, they have -4 penalty to additional attack rolls against you until the start of their next turn. So basically, like, if I'm magic here, and we go... Okay, I probably should have used this character. If we attack Senshi... 15%. Goddamn. Can I hit you with anything? Okay, let's take that off. So, is it gonna show because I'm an ally? I don't think so. Okay, so pretend for a second that I received the condition for multi-attack. Basically, if I want to attack him again, I would have -4 to my attack rolls, which is pretty good. Basically, if they're already not gonna hit you, like they already have a very hard time hitting you. If they do hit you, they're not gonna hit you again. So, like, pretty damn good. I was very impressed. I was very surprised because I've never really used it. Anything else? You ignore difficult terrain. I guess that kind of... Can't be paralyzed. Okay, so that doesn't completely outdo the boots, but you know you're gonna have it before you get the boots, so that's nice. We're a dwarf, so you have advantage on against poison and resistance to poison damage. Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't take Wasteland Wanderer poison then. I kind of forgot about that. Whoops, my bad. I guess you can take Wasteland poison if you're not gonna use it. Be a dwarf for some reason. Which I mean, to be fair, like this is a thematic build, but at the same time, I would totally run this on honor mode. I would not. I would definitely consider it because it's like not a bad build at all. It's actually really good. Like I feel like it's definitely really good. I feel like this is definitely honor mode viable. What's next? Colossus Slayer. I took at 3. You could take Horde Breaker. I didn't take Horde Breaker because I'm testing at level 12, so like I don't really use it. But before you get Whirlwind Attack, I feel like Horde Breaker is very nice. It's basically extra attack, but only if like if there's 2 people standing next to each other. Let's just say you attack Viverna here. You would attack in like in a circle, kind of like Whirlwind Attack, but it would only hit her, and then you get an extra action here. You can melee attack magic, so you're getting more attacks in. Horde Breaker is very nice, but if you want to get like gamey about it, once you get hit level 11, I'd respec and then take Colossus Slayer. Yeah, that's basic. I think that's basically it. I mean, I'm struggling to really yap about this one because it's very simple and it's very efficient. And I kind of just want to get into the gameplay segments, just show it off. I'm happy with how it turned out. Hopefully my Senshi lookalike is okay. I wish there was a bigger beard option. This is probably the first time I've ever, in all 1,000 hours of playing this game, picked a character with a beard. So that's new for me. So yeah, we'll now get into the gameplay segment. So we'll see you there. Alright, so this is going to be the gameplay section. As you can see, I started recording this when I was in the middle of it. Not in the middle of it. I literally did one turn and provoked the combat. But as you can see, the build is very AC focused. I did use a speed potion, so it's going to be a 29, base is 27. But this is a very bulky character, and with the force conduit and everything, you can just kind of do this and do that again and again. It's very funny, the amount of stuff you could do with a hunter ranger. I feel like no one talks about this class, but this class is kind of good. So yeah, we're just going to kind of never get hit. We still have 135 of our HP. Oh, that's scary. Whoops. And even if they try to attack us, if they do hit, the multi-attack defense will activate, and then they'll probably miss. So we just keep doing it. Multi-attack, multi-attack. Guess what? Actually, I don't need to. Just do that. And let me go run over here. I'm gonna provoke this opportunity attack on purpose. Not like he's gonna hit me anyway. Now I can just heal. We're basically have a permanent bless because the combination of the helmet and the ring. Also, they're all getting DC checks for the bow because of what the bow does. They're all rolling for Fiendish Fire, which I don't know if that's a bug, but it feels like a bug because, you know, it's not the weapon. Like, I'm not shooting people with the bow, I'm hitting people with the hammer, but the hammer doesn't do that. But, I mean, it's nice to have. Ow! I failed a saving throw. Impeccable. Anyway. I'm gonna run over here. Ignore the Steel Watcher completely. And you're not going to believe what I'm going to do. It's going to be whirlwind attack. Oh, I don't need to do that. Doink. Shield blow. Oh, they all took force damage because of force conduit. Awesome. Let's take a look at what their chance to hit is. Oh, can't do it if they miss. Whirlwind attack. Oh, I didn't even hit the Steel Watcher. Whoops, I'm trolling. And I know I'm showing like the highest healing potion, but it honestly it does not matter what tier you use unless it's like if you're in the late game, I'd recommend using a higher tier. But since you have the amulet, it's gonna heal the max amount regardless, so you're gonna get a decent amount of healing. Like literally, like this 10 healing off the base one. And then, like, it just keeps going up from there, so you can just use whatever you have on you. We're gonna whirlwind attack again. That guy's dead. We'll hit him with a... You know what? Yeah, a weakening strike. Why not? He saved on it. Are you the counterspell one? I don't know. Oh, Hunter's Mark. Miss! One, two, heal. Yeah, I feel like this is a very... Not only is it very thematic, I feel like, at least the most that you can do, but it's very, very good. Things will just not hit you, and when they do hit you, they'll do no damage. I'm gonna drink a speed potion. Yoink. Oh no, they hit me. Hunter's Mark. Yoink. And yeah, that is the build. I think it's a very strong build. And it's also very thematic. And I think it's very fun, and it's very simple because it's, you know, it's all Ranger. So, I'm gonna take a funny photo here. What can Senshi be doing? Blocking. Bro's praying to God. That is crazy. You know what? Yeah, pointing. Yeah, you don't want to end up like this guy. Ooh, wait. There we go. Hell yeah. Absolute cinema. Alright, so that is going to be the end of this gameplay segment and the end of the video. So if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and do all the fun YouTube things. And I'll see you in the next one.